All right. So we had a very kind of sad,
family conversation, family talk.
right?
Between Andrew and her wife.
Yeah, right. So it's kind of interesting because, the book began by
Anna?
Yeah, with Anna and a reception thing.
Yes.
There was not a whole lot of very dramatic things happening there, right? Not as emotional as here, I think, right?
Here is the most emotional.
You can argue there is some things that you can argue was emotional. I would say two things. Like, what things come out to your mind emotional on the first few chapters?
It's Pierre.
Pierre?
Yeah, Pierre, okay. That hot debate. Pierre on one side and other people on the other side. Okay. They have a different opinion about Bonaparte.
Yeah, for me, I think the two emotional parts were the ones about the kids. So
kids?
Yeah. So the book begins with the war and the fact that Prince Vasily wanted to put his son outside of the war, right? Because basically give his son a better position. Well, not really outside the war, but ask Anna to help get his son a better position. And then we have and that to me was a little bit emotional because I felt that for him was something important, but Anna couldn't do anything about that. And then there's another one, which is the other lady, which
mom.
Was there, the mom, who was really emotional, and doing exactly the same thing, asking that Prince Vasily help her son obtain a better position.
Yes.
And this positioning stuff is actually quite important because if you're closer to the general, like Kutuzov or whatever, there's less danger you're gonna die, right? Because if you're like a little soldier and you go out and fight, then most likely you're gonna die because you're like in front and then people fire at you.
So that's why you don't go to the soldier anyway.
Well, you might not have a choice, right? Because you're a young man, maybe the country tells you have to go, so you have to go.
If you have to go,
right? So
you
then
rather prefer the high position.
Right, you rather right. So this lady was essentially asking for a high position for her son.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
So that
these two positions related to the army, right?
Yes.
It's in the army.
Yeah, close to the general, actually.
Close to the general. General is 军官.
Yeah, it's really high up.
Right.
So it's much more safe if you're working closer to the general.
Okay.
Anyway, so Li's here, and these are all kind of like, to me, are related to the war, right? And here is yet another one that's related to the war, and how Li's here, her. Yeah. So we have so the first two were about father or parent and child.
Yeah.
Kind of things related to war.
And now
this is about
wife and
husband related to the war. Right?
Yes, but so far we don't know what position Andrew will.
Oh, we don't know Andrew. I mean, Andrew is probably an officer because he's pretty well known by everyone.
Yeah.
But again,
position.
We don't know. This is the type of. So we have to ask, why is Andrew going to war at all, right? So is he going to war to fight? Maybe that's his idea. Why is he going to war? Because he wants to fight. He wants to be experienced, to be the soldier out there and fight, not find a way out. I feel like he's that kind of person. I feel he's the kind of person, he goes to war because he really wants to fight. Not because he's kind of like, not because he's kind of the person who likes to fight. This is like
boring with the current life.
Maybe, but I think just because this is like maybe his way of, maybe you can think of that way. He wants to experience that part of life, or maybe that's important to him. To be in danger.
Much more important than his family.
Right, could be. Okay, so anyway, Pierre is almost crying. And, let's go. Calm yourself, princess. It seems so to you because I assure you, I myself experienced, and so because, no, excuse me, an outsider is out of place here. No, don't distress yourself. Goodbye. So basically, Pierre didn't say anything because he was gonna say, blah blah blah, blah blah. Excuse me, I better not say anything. I'm an outsider. I'm gonna go.
He tried to calm down the lady, but
but he doesn't. He feels bad if you're gonna say something, right?
Yeah.
And then Prince Andrew caught him by the hand. No, wait, Pierre. The princess is too kind to wish to deprive me of the pleasure of spending the evening with you. So I'm not sure what he's trying to say here. Basically says the princess is too kind to wish to deprive me of the pleasure of spending the evening with you. So it's saying that the princess may be willing to stop this conversation and let him and Pierre, Andrew and Pierre, spend the evening, like how they were.
Means the princess want Pierre stay here to spend.
No, that's what Andrew is saying. Andrew is saying, I think he's saying, tell Pierre, don't go yet, because the princess is too kind.
Yeah.
That is, she will let you stay so that we can finish our evening.
Oh, deprive means the opposite way. Leave.
Deprive means to. Suppose I have something that you need, but I take it away from you. You need this, but I take it away. So that's depriving you of this thing. Hold back, right? And so he's saying that she's too kind to deprive, so that is, she will not deprive.
Oh, two means so can and not to deprive.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, he thinks only of himself, muttered Princess without restraining her angry tears. So, anyway.
Muttered means
low sound. So she's not intended for people to hear, right?
Without restraining her.
Restraining means holding back, right? So she's crying already, right?
Because.
Lise, said Prince Andrew dryly, raising his voice to the pitch which indicates that patience is exhausted. And Prince Andrew is tired of this conversation, so he's trying to stop.
Dryly, what does dryly mean?
Dryly means just dryly just means no emotion, no giving, kind of, just like dry things. Like, if it's wet, it means that you can give some give, right? That is, it will. Well, I can think of dry versus moist or whatever. Basically, there is no room. I'm not giving you any room to move. It's kind of dry.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. So patience is exhausted, means over.
Run out. Suddenly, the angry, squirrel-like expression of the princess' pretty face changed into a whining and piteous look of fear. So before she was a little bit
like a squirrel, right? Like
she was crying and stuff. But now she's like whining and piteous. Like piteous means like you feel pity for her, because now she looks afraid now. So previously she was sad. Now she's getting to the point of being afraid.
Okay, so whining.
Whining is just kind of you can think of making a noise.
Make a noise.
Just like imagine when a dog. I don't know if you've seen these people who would like hit the dog or whatever.
Hit the dog.
Yeah, hit the dog, and what kind of sound the dog will make.
Oh, very. Okay. Oh.
Right, it's kind of like whining, right? Yeah.
So she changed her face because she really fear.
Yeah,
right?
Changed to fear now. Her beautiful eyes glanced askance at her husband's face, and her own assumed the timid, deprecating expression of a dog when it rapidly but feebly wags its drooping tail. So it's actually talking about a dog, so it's kind of like what we're talking.
Yeah.
So her beautiful eyes glanced askance, so just not directly looking, kind of like on the side looking at her husband's face.
So gansly means looking?
Askance means not directly, just kind of like to the side.
Means
glanced means to look.
To look, okay, at her husband's face because he fear.
Yes, and her own eyes assumed the timid. Her own eyes assumed the timid. Or maybe her own face. Her own face assumed the timid, deprecating. Deprecating means like putting yourself below something. Because when a dog gets hit again, so he feels like somebody is making him go lower, right? Become less, kind of like a slave kind of thing. So the dog like having like put a tail between its legs. When the dog is kind of like afraid, right?
So timid.
Yeah.
Timid.
Timid means kind of small. Yeah.
Expression of a
Timid
dog.
and hiding kind of thing.
Just like a dog when it rapidly
but feebly.
Feebly.
Feebly means without not much energy.
Oh, what is this dropping there? It looks like, right? Looks like a dog.
Talking about the face expression, not talking about the dog itself. But the dog is like, like it's just expression of the face, right?
So when it means what?
Dog.
Dog?
Yeah.
Oh, this expression of a dog.
Yes.
Okay.
Mon Dieu, she muttered, and lifting her dress with one hand, she went up to her husband and kissed him on the forehead. Okay, so I don't know.
This maybe...
My God, I don't know what happened. Good night, Lise, said he, rising and courteously kissing her hand as he would have done to a stranger.
Oh, finish the chapter.
Oh my.
Oh, what's your feeling?
I don't know. This Andrew has a problem a little bit.
Yeah, I just feel Little Prince is very poor. So what he said for me is normal, right? You should explain to me because you go to war, you leave me and our child, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you need to give me the reason.
Mm.
But after Andrew become very angry, right? And she just have an expression of a dog. So beg him, please forgive me, I'm wrong. Just something like that. So I feel, it's a not good marriage. What are you thinking about? What do you think? Andrew may have some problem.
I don't know. So this family we don't know too much about, right? So right now I don't know what happened. I don't know what's going on in his head. But both of them are not natural in some sense, right? She also has her own problems too, and why she acts that way in a party, and so we don't know too much. We cannot assume. I'm not gonna quickly say, oh, he's completely bad yet, right? Because we don't understand the relationship.
Yes.
Right.
Okay. Well done.
Okay. Bye, guys.
Thank you.
See you guys next time.
See you next time.